Hi everyone, this is Ravi, and I'm going to talk to you about my third custom map that I created for StarCraft 2. It's a map based on terrain, and it's going to help users in their terrain versus terrain matchup. As you can see, it's going to be a multiplayer map again, and in Team 1 I'm playing, and in Team 2 I'm going to add AI, which is computer, and I'm going to adjust the difficulty level to very easy right now, and I'm going to leave these options as they are. Okay, so I'm going to click at the description box again, and as it opens up you can see the miniature version of the map, and in the description it says make sure you get your upgrades as soon as possible. Siege tanks once unsieged cannot be sieged until the upgrade is done in the factory, and use your ghost and nuke ability wisely. Okay, so I'm going to start off the game, and while the game is going to be loading up, I'm going to talk to you a little about the terrain versus terrain matchup in general. Okay, so in terrain versus terrain, the three most important units that the user is going to use are his siege tanks, Vikings, and Marines. Okay, so just the siege tank placement and how you control your Vikings to give you vision of opponent siege tanks is the most important thing in this matchup. And Marines are used initially to scout and try and get a lead initially. Okay, so this is my starting base. As you can see, I have 20 Marines, 5 siege tanks placed all around the map. I have 6 Vikings over here. Vikings are air units which can attack only air, and they have the special ability called assault mode. So when I click on this button, they land and they become land units, and they cannot attack air anymore. So I'm just going to keep them in air mode right now. And I have this one unit called Ghost. Now Ghost has a few special abilities which I'm going to tell you about. This is called Nuke. This is a sniper round which instantly does 45 damage ignoring armor. This is an EMP round which removes the energy of all the opponent units, and he can also go invisible. Okay, so as you notice, this is my command center, and I've given 6 SCVs, 1 Ghost Academy where I can do upgrades for my Ghost. I've given 1 barracks from where I can do upgrades for my Marines, and I've also given 1 floating factory. The reason why I've given a floating factory is so that the opponent can place it wherever he wishes to. Like for example, I'm landing it now over there. Okay, and with the help of this factory, the opponent can upgrade his siege tanks. So that pretty much explains the units that I'm providing. And now I'm going to scout around with my Vikings and just show you what I've given in the surroundings of the map. Okay, so I'm going to land my Vikings over here next to the Zelnaga tower. As you can see, I've given the opponent the exact number of units, and he has 1 mineral patch and 1 Vespene gas, and even I have exactly 1 mineral patch and 1 Vespene gas. So now, yeah, there's one more small detail I'd like to show you. Over here I've added these trees which again acts as fog of war for the opponent. So when he's trying to enter my base, until and unless he crosses these trees, he cannot see my army line. And there's a small trick which you can do over here to avoid those, and I'm not going to tell it out because I want people to learn the trick by themselves. So I'm just going to show you around the map and how it looks and stuff. As you've seen, I've added a few more birds over here and there, and I've added some debris over here. And this is supposed to be a Zerg temple in the map, which is worshipped by the Zerg gods. So I've added one of that over here. And I'm just going to try and fly over the opponent's base right now to show you what exactly how the opponent's base looks like. Hopefully I don't get attacked. As you can see, I've given the opponent 1 Ghost Academy, 1 mining patch, 1 command center, 1 barracks, a floating factory. And so that pretty much explains the map and all the units I've given. And so with the help of this map, hopefully the players can learn how to play TVT perfectly. Thanks a lot, and see you guys later.